Skyeng.
Okay.
I try to improve my current language level. I feel that I'm losing sort of losing my skills in speaking, so
Okay.
I need to be on to
On
practice.
on a high level, yeah, just to practice. And why do you need some speaking skills? Do you use it for work, for
Uh,
traveling?
of course, I use it for traveling, but a few months ago, not few months, I think, uh, doesn't matter.
Okay.
I have opportunity to work in international projects because I'm a software developer,
Mm-hmm.
and now I'm working at a company which can give me opportunities to move to New York,
Other
for
country.
example.
Oh, you're good.
So it will be better if I will be speaking more fluently.
Yeah, I understand you perfectly. So, thank you very much for being with us, and I really hope you will have a good time too. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. Some old friends of mine, Ivan, how are you?
Uh, I'm fine, thank you.
That's good. So, can you tell our newcomers some information about yourself? So just we all be like equal.
I am from Moscow,
Hmm?
and I am a programmer like Grigory.
Okay.
And I'm not first. It is not my first time in Skyeng. In the evening club. This is all I think.
Okay, that's good. Thank you. So, Vadim, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
That's good. So, can you introduce yourself as well?
I live in Domodedovo, it's Moscow region. I deal with protection of human rights in Russia, and I deal also public control for the police.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, are there a lot of criminal cases nowadays?
Not many.
Not many. That's good. So, I think you are doing your job well. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. So, guys, as far as you know, tonight we are going to talk about traveling, and actually, we will pay a lot of attention to the accommodation types. I mean, the places where you like to stay, maybe hotels, hostels, a lot of different things. Maybe you would like to sleep in open air space, so who knows? You will share some experience with us. So, let me share our presentation with you. Just give me a second. Okay, so can you see that?
Yes.
Yes? Okay, that's good. So for us to start, we have one single question here. So where do you usually stay when you travel? Daria, can you be the first, please?
Usually it's small hotels or my last time I first tried to service Airbnb and stayed in a house. It was just one room in a house, and it was really interesting experience to me. It's something new, and I felt that I was more close to local people and could understand their traditional more closely. Started feel it as how my host were prepared different dishes, and so it was really interesting. So small hotels and Airbnb service.
I see. Which place you will never stay in? What do you think?
Never stay in. No, I'm open to each opportunities. Any alternatives? It depends on. Is it if they are possible to stay to have a sleeper and it's if you have some necessary things to me, it's enough. I'm not very.
So I can help you understand what you want to say.
Yeah.
You can say demanding, требовательный, or picky. picky.
demanded. I'm not very demanding conditions or demanding.
Yes, you are not demanding about conditions. Yeah.
I'm not demanding. I'm not very demanding living conditions. So
I see. I get you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Ivan, what do you think about this? Where do you usually stay when you travel?
Of course, in hotel, and I like a chain hotel, like Marriott Holiday Inn, for example. And I have a dream to go to trip with a tent, maybe
Okay.
sometimes in my life.
What stops you nowadays?
I family man, and I need to go with my family, and it is not all agree with this.
Okay, not everybody is ready yet to be
yes,
to be in nature.
not everybody ready. Yes. You're
Okay,
right.
but maybe your family can let you go for 2 days at least to experience this thing, this accommodation.
Maybe I think.
Okay, thank you so much, Georgi. What do you think? How do you see it?
For me, I usually stay at hotels 4-star or maybe 3-star. But like Ivan, that's because I am a family man, and when I was a student, for example, I could stay in hostels, so I don't see any problems in this.
So for you, it's not a big deal, yeah? And a lot of neighbors are not a problem.
Actually, I tried to live in my own room, even in a hostel. I think I'm not okay with other people in common room, and I had experience like Daria with Airbnb, and I can say that I can recommend this because it's cheaper than hotel and it's more interesting. You can feel you more like local, closer to local people than you are in hotel. Then you more tourist.
Okay. So you could feel more like a local person, yeah, than a tourist.
Yes.
Okay, I see. Thank you so much, Vadim.
Of course, I use most of them chain hotels or 3 or maybe 4 stars hotel, but also I used to tent, hostel, monastery, homestay, camp, and
Oh, even monastery, really?
yeah, it was very exciting. It was in Poland. Many people use this service. It's not free, but very cheaper and very comfortable, and a meal very homemade.
Homemade food, yeah.
Homemade food, yeah.
Did you have to work maybe to clean the yard,
Yeah.
maybe to help the monks?
I also wanted to ask.
Yeah. Or it was just free stay in bed and breakfast and that's it?
It was it depends on location. Some of them, yes, it's possible, but I can cook food myself.
Okay.
It doesn't problem for me.
It's not a problem for you, yeah?
Not a problem for me.
But is I know you have to make something for monasteries if you stay there. You know, I heard about this experience from my friend. She had to half a day she was working in monastery, and another part of the day she was free for traveling, for visiting new places. And what was your experience in monastery staying?
I suppose there are many rules in different monastery halls or places. For example, it's some program for ex-prison, ex-mate for people, for young people after prison, and a volunteer go with this person walk from one side Poland to another side Poland. It's very interesting experience, and people don't want to do crime anymore.
Okay, very good. When you say not by walk but on foot, yeah,
On foot.
on foot. That's it. Thank you so much. We will talk about that in more details, maybe a little bit later. Guys, we continue. Now it's time for us to remember some vocabulary and to feel the difference between different things. So we will start with two places, like a hotel and an inn. Ivan, and I want you to tell us how you see the difference between these two notions.
I don't know. I think maybe it is depends on size of this hotel.
Actually, you're right. And which place is bigger?
I think hotel, of course.
Yes, that's right. And have you ever stayed in an inn?
No, never.
Never. Thank you so much. Georgi, you are next. A tent and a camp.
Actually, I don't know.
Try to think. It's not that difficult, actually.
Tent. Is it? Does it mean that tent is your own place of stay, and camp is a place for a group of people?
Might be. Daria, how do you see the difference between a tent and a camp?
Maybe a camp is a special place when you can go with a tent and for example, about water, electricity, toilets, and campus is something more organized with with more convenient conditions than just tent.
Okay.
Tent in a forest, for example, in somewhere where you can find another people, or far away from city and any houses. So a camp is a special place for
tents.
For people with tents.
You're right, because if we talk about that in Russian, for example, a tent is palatka. Yeah, it's a kind of shelter made of special material. Yes, not waterproof maybe, and to protect you from heat and from rain. I don't know. And the camp is like палаточный городок. You are right. It's like for many tents. Yes, and they can be organized in groups. And maybe, yeah, there is some electricity supply, maybe water is around. Yes, that's it. Thank you. Vadim, let's go to next one, the suburbs and the outskirts.
Okay, the suburbs, it's a part of city, it's far from the center of city, but the outskirts, it's a very long point of something. It's very far from the from the center, from others. After outskirts, we can't see anymore.
We can't see anything else. This is the end of the world.
Yes, not the world, but the city.
This is yeah. This is the end of civilization. Yeah. There is no life. Yeah, behind the outskirts. Yeah. Why not? Interesting. So, Ivan, how do you see this one?
About suburbs.
Suburbs and outskirts. Yeah.
Suburbs. It is near the city. Part of the city. Outskirts, this is place near the city.
Okay, and which part is less criminal? What do you think?
Maybe suburbs.
Yeah, because you know when English people say outskirts, they mean something. It's like the edge, cry, the edge of the city. Yeah, and maybe it's for some groups of people who are not very legal and they like to maybe sell drugs. I don't know, make some criminal cases, whatever. Yeah, but anyway, some good people can live there as well. It's not compulsory. Yes, it's not a must only for criminals, but outskirts has some negative connotation. That's it. Okay, we go to next one. Georgi, I think it will be for you. Convenient and comfortable.
I think it's the similar things, but convenient and it only what you only things you have only things that make your life possible.
Impossible?
No, possible.
Possible.
And comfortable when you have more things. For example, you have a TV in your room. It's comfortable, and you don't need this. You don't need TV for feel convenient.
To feel convenient. Interesting. Daria, how do you see this one?
Maybe convenient. When we say convenient, some place is convenient enough. We mean that it's less comfortable, with less amount of necessary things. Then we use the word comfortable. Comfortable is more is with it's conditions with high level of I don't know how to say.
High level of comfort.
High level of comfort. Yeah. If we compare convenient and comfortable, I think comfortable is it's a more comfortable will more expensive.
Will be more expensive. Tell me please, if I talk about shoes, are they comfortable or convenient?
Comfortable.
And if I talk about Wi-Fi access in my room?
It's convenient. Yeah.
Yeah. So you see, maybe comfortable is more physical. I guess.
Yeah.
But you know, many people, they have some troubles with these words, but actually they are synonyms, yeah? And if suddenly you mix these two words, it won't be a criminal case, yes? It's not a big deal. But if to understand it, like in some details, yeah, maybe comfortable is like more physical feeling, yeah? That's it. About clothes, maybe about shoes, that's it. Okay, thank you, Ivan, and let's go to the last one. A chain hotel and a low-end hotel.
Of course, chain hotel has a more convenient than low-end hotel, and in most cases, chain hotel is more expensive than low-end hotel.
Alright, sure. But can you tell us what does it mean exactly? Chain hotel, what is it?
This means that the chain hotel in multi-hotel in country, or maybe in other country. For example, Marriott have hotels has hotels. Yes, of course, has hotels in many countries, and it is chain of hotel.
That's right. Okay. Does it mean that a chain hotel is really expensive? Is really pricey?
Yes, of course. Chain hotel is more expensive than other hotels because have standards for hotels and more more demand.
More demands, or you can say more requirements.
Yes, more requirements. Yes, you're right.
That's it.
More requirements.
Thank you. Vadim, I want to ask you, have you ever stayed at a low-end hotel?
Yes.
So how was that?
It was
Exciting, I guess.
it was not comfortable, but it's very convenient because it was near the airport in Serbia.
What about the noise that planes usually make?
Yes, it was rather noisy, but it's only for one night.
Okay, so you could handle it, yeah?
Yeah.
That's good. Thank you so much. Guys, we continue. Now it's time for us to describe some pictures. First of all, my question to you will be, what is the name of this place, of this accommodation? And the second question for every of them is, who is an ideal tourist for each accommodation? Okay? Daria, I guess you will be the first. Let's start with picture A.
Picture A, I think it's a small. It's a rent. No, residential. No. How to say? Homestay. It's a variant of homestay. Yeah.
I'm not sure. I guess it's a type of inn. Like a little hotel, maybe family hotel, you know, like bed and breakfast, something like that.
Yeah, it's B is homestay. Yeah. Okay, A is a hotel like inn hotel, small hotel without any branches, if you can use this word in this case. And B is it looks like a room in a house, yeah. Like
no, you just described one of them, not all.
One. Okay.
So picture A is
hotel.
Yeah, like hotel or little inn. That's it. And is it good for whom? For pensioners?
It's really good when you, for example, travel somewhere where you can't find any chain hotel. It's nearby a place where you intended to visit, and it's good for travelers who are not very high demand.
High demanding
about comfort, and it's enough for them to have
usual service.
Yeah? Usual service. Yeah.
Maybe basic. Yeah.
Basic.
Very high standard. Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
So Georgi, next one is for you. Picture B.
It looks like a room of the hotel. I think a 4 or 5-star hotel. It will be very comfortable for family. What else?
Are you sure it's a hotel room?
No, maybe it's a private flat.
That's it. Okay. And if you try to look out of the window, what city is outside? What do you think?
What city? I don't
Any idea?
know. Maybe it's city of Italy.
Yeah, kind of. Maybe to me it must be Barcelona. I don't know why, but I see it this way. Yeah, but who knows? Okay, and this is an ideal place for whom? What kind of tourists?
I think it's for family. Maybe without children because I don't see here any extra beds. Mm,
But maybe they are out of our sight. Maybe there are some, we don't know. Tell me
yeah.
please, is it a good place if I travel with my little dog?
Maybe I don't see any forbiddance for this. So
Okay. And there are no obstacles, нет препятствий, yeah, for the dog. It can run anywhere and just be happy. Okay. Would you like to stay in such a place?
yes, I'm with pleasure, and I think if this flat has more rooms, so it could be a good place for friends, for group of friends.
Yeah, if we look at this picture, it reminds me timeshare. Do you know this type of traveling? Timeshare.
Yes,
For
I know.
example, I'm a rich person and I suddenly, for myself, I bought a flat in Barcelona. And so when the season comes, I offer all of my friends, yes, just to share this flat one by one. And this is called timeshare. It can be a villa, a bungalow, just a flat in the city center, whatever. Nowadays, it's pretty popular and many people use it via booking.com or many others. Yeah, not to stay in a hotel. That's it. Thank you. Ivan, let's go to picture C. And I know that here it's impossible to see anything, but you need to believe me that it's a tent there. There is a tent.
I cannot imagine what is this, and I think this is face with fingers
Yeah,
and
it looks like a
mouth.
face, but there is a tent there.
Oh, okay. Okay. It is not look like tent.
It doesn't look like tent. Yeah.
Does not look like tents. Yes.
So
What?
tell us, a tent is a good way of traveling for who?
For young men, of course. From young
Oh,
men, from young people.
okay. Are you fascinated with such an idea to wear a sweater, a baggy sweater, to make a fire, to play the guitar, and to meet a lot of mosquitoes?
Uh, I think it is very romantic. It is very
Okay, I
interesting,
see.
and why not? If you're young, if you want to advancement,
Yeah,
adventure,
entertainment,
adventure,
adventure. Yeah, that's it.
adventures.
But
Yes.
tell me, please, when you are 40 or maybe 47, can you join such a company as well?
Of course, yes. Why not? Why not?
Why not? And are you personally, are you a big fan of camping, trekking?
It is my mind, but it's not really in my life.
Okay, interesting. Thank you. Vadim, we go to next one. Picture D. It's for you.
Okay. It's a chain hotel named Hilton.
Right?
Hilton. It's ideal for business persons and middle class, and also for travelers who have enough money for this
Okay,
accommodation.
that's right. Have you ever stayed at Hilton?
Yes.
Okay, good. So was it really luxurious or it just was basic, simple, regular room?
Yes, it's a good place. Maybe yes, luxurious, uh,
Luxurious.
luxurious, but yes, it's not cheaper.
It's not cheap. I see. Okay. And in which country did you stay in such a chain hotel?
Uh, I don't know exactly. Maybe in the USA
In the
and
USA.
in the Europe.
Okay, in Europe. Thank you. Daria, one more is for you. Picture E.
Um, Actually, it isn't clear to me what type of accommodation it is.
Try to share your ideas. How do you see that?
Maybe this picture means that all these people have a common kitchen and a common bathroom. Maybe it's shared. Maybe something similar with
Timeshare.
with B when you share. No.
Actually, no. You know, here I will give you some hint. The main hint here is host family.
Host family.
Yeah.
When you host family. So when you rent a room in
That's right.
in an apartments or in a house, so it's what provided by Airbnb. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right, exactly. And for example, it's very popular for people who go to learn English abroad because you know it's the best opportunity to practice because every day you can have breakfast and dinner with those guys.
I had such experience actually in UK. For 1 month, I lived with a family, with English family.
Okay.
Yes, and it's really was very interesting.
Okay, but did you find any disadvantages? Maybe because you know when I went to Malta, and some of my friends there, they were living with a host family, and they told that those people were very annoying. I mean, they tried to occupy all your free time and just they thought that you are so crazy about English that you would like to talk to them all the time, just like to tell them a lot. But maybe when you are young, you are not that talkative to old people, you know?
No, I was happy with my family. There were a small boy, and I didn't understand him totally.
Okay.
But his mother is she was very very kind to me, and at that period I had very low level of English, so she really helped me to warm spoken skills.
You should say to warm up. Yeah.
To warm up spoken skills, and there I stopped to be afraid of speaking with the foreigners.
Yeah. You can say I overcame the obstacle. Overcame. Yeah.
Overcame.
Преодолеть барьер. Overcame the obstacle of language barrier. Okay. Thank you
Julia,
very
may
much.
I ask a question?
Yeah, sure. Come on.
Okay. Did you learn the English in Malta?
Yeah, me. But you know, when I went there, I was I finished university, and you know, I have linguistic education, and for me, I didn't find anything new. I mean, in grammar or in vocabulary, because my level was advanced. But I went there just to have some fun, first of all, yeah, just to combine my learning experience with my holiday, because you know, it's Malta is. In Mediterranean Sea, and you can have a good chance to swim and to sunbathe, and you know.
Yes, I heard about it.
You know, for me it was very, very interesting to see the methodology, how they teach English, because you know all of my teachers there, they were Englishmen. And you know, nowadays especially, I think it's very, very important for people. Maybe Daria can tell you, and she will be right, that when you go to England to learn some English, it's quite expensive. It's very pricey, I would say, especially if we talk about the currency rate nowadays. But Malta at that time was a good opportunity because you could relax, you could have some great time there, you could swim and sunbathe, and you can learn some English with English teachers, but not in England. And you know, the price was a little bit lower than usual.
Yes, I know about it.
Sometimes sorry.
Ivan, come on.
Sometimes I have experience with conventions with conversions with native speakers.
Okay.
It's more hard than if you speak with not native speakers, for example. And I want to ask you, how methodology of study in Malta? First part of day you learning English, for example, and second part of day you have time for free. Yes or not?
Yes, you're right. Because I took a general English course, and my
Okay.
boyfriend at the time he took a business course because he had already been to Malta and to the UK before. And so we had like 2 or 3 classes every day. One class was about grammar, and my grammar teacher was an old Scottish man, and he was very, boring, and we were like sleeping all the time. But another guy, he was a teacher from England as well, and he was a teacher of practice, English practice. He was amazing because for me it wasn't like a teacher. He was like an actor. He was like a comedian or stand-up comic or somebody like that. We were laughing like crazy all the time, and I think all girls in my group, we were in love with him, but I mean in a good way, because this guy, he was amazing, and he was like a magician, and he did so many interesting things and tricks to us. And all the lesson was like a kind of entertainment. It wasn't like learning, in a boring way, like, okay, let's do 101 exercise, nothing like that. Yes, and after that we had some time. We could spend it together with the group because all the guys were from Europe. It was very interesting to communicate, to exchange some experience. And in that part of Malta where I was, it's called Patchville. It's a very, very popular city for young people, and there are about 150 bars in this place. Yes, and there is a street of bars, and you can go here and there and just you always have something to do. If you are a big fan of drinking and dancing, this is the right place for you. But if you just want to meet new people and have some fun when you are 20, oh well, I was 22 that time, it's
Okay.
just amazing, really, like a paradise. That's it.
Okay. One
Really
more
good,
question,
really
please.
good place. Come on.
One more question, please. How many time did you need to learn the one course of English? For example, do you
Well, you mean
need
one
to?
level of English?
For example, I mean, how many days do you need
How many
to?
days? I was there for 3 weeks. But
For 3 weeks.
for me,
Okay.
yeah, for that level, it was really enough because you are able to speak, a lot of words, all the grammar. It's just for you to see, to practice it. Maybe just to catch up some good phrases and to be able to use them in future. But there were so many Chinese guys, and they came to Malta to learn English from the beginner level,
Okay.
and they were there for 9 months every year,
Oh.
and I guess it was a kind of trouble for English teachers, because can you imagine to teach somebody who can't speak English, who can't speak Russian? They speak only Chinese, and you need to explain them everything from the beginning. I think those guys who were their teachers, they were real heroes. That's it. I guess so, because I really, I'm a teacher nowadays, and I can't imagine having a Chinese student. Once in skiing practice, I had a guy from Chile, and so I got him because I can speak Spanish as well. And my managers thought that if I can't explain him something in English, I could change to Spanish. But it was a kind of trouble for me because sometimes we just couldn't understand each other at all. Yeah, I think it's a kind of challenge for every teacher. That's it.
People from Chile speak in
They
Spain.
speak Spanish, yeah. This is their
Oh,
native
okay.
language, and but thanks God, that guy, he could speak English like pre-intermediate level. It was more or less okay, not a beginner, because I can't imagine him being a beginner. Okay,
Okay.
guys,
Thank
let's
you for your
continue.
answer.
Yes, you're welcome. So the last picture, Georg, I think it will be for you.
I
What is it there?
want to add something about your
Come on, that's good.
because I was at Malta this April,
Okay, oh, wonderful.
and it was 2 weeks, but I
Mm-hmm.
think in some cases it's enough. In some cases it is very few, and I in my opinion, the most how to say, most uh, people who feel more useful it's the people of beginner level, because I saw the people who came to Malta with beginner level and they stayed here, were staying there for 3 months, and they could could speak very well after this.
Okay. So you mean that they made a huge progress, yeah, for 3 months?
And especially people who don't who don't speak before.
Okay.
But for people who already have intermediate, I think it is good experience when you are speaking with other with students from China, from Brazil, and you begin to understand this accents.
Yeah, that's right.
Students from Spain, they had terrible accent.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. So come on, let's talk about the last picture. Thank you for your comment anyway.
I think it's a hostel.
Yeah, right you are. How do you know? How do you know that it's a hostel?
They have six. I see 6 beds here. I stayed once at such place, but I was with a group of friends. We were a group of 6 people, so I think it's a good place for this company. But when you are alone or only two, so and you can meet anybody there. So I think it depends on people.
I want to ask you, I have never stayed in a hostel. Have you met any cockroaches?
Cockroaches?
Тараканы.
No,
That's right. Little insects, the most disgusting creatures I have ever seen.
I haven't met in hostel, but actually I met them at a flat when I
in a flat.
with Airbnb, but it was only one cockroach.
Only one, and it was very friendly. Yeah, he was waving and smiling, and he was not in trouble at all. Terrible. I really hate them. Okay, thank you guys. We move on. It's time for us to discuss some questions. So I want you to do it the following way. I say your name, you choose the question and choose the person who will answer. It's like Russian roulette, you know? You never know who will be next. Ivan, can you be the first, please? Choose the victim and choose the question.
Okay. Maybe I start from first questions. How do you usually choose the place to stay? I think it is for Georgi, maybe.
Okay, come on.
It's a very interesting question for me because I usually choose a place. I try to find in the center, and also I try to find a place which I can where I can move easily from airport. If you know that it is a bus from airport, like in Barcelona, you know, they have airport bus, and you can see the route of this bus and choose the place which will be near this road and near to center. So it very convenient. I always try to find place such way.
Like that. But tell us, please, what about the noise that planes usually make? I think it's terrible. How can you sleep there?
It only when you choose near the airport. But you can choose. I choose far from airport, but on the road of the
this bus, yeah.
on the road of the train. For example, when I was in Vienna, I chose a place near the train station. So you don't need to take a taxi. You can buy a ticket for the train
and get there.
And yes, and get your hotel.
That's brilliant. Thank you, Georgi. Now it's your turn. You know what to do. Choose the person. Choose the question.
Okay, the question for Vadim. What is more important for you when you choose a place to stay, location or conveniences?
Okay. I think it's more important thing to put appropriate goals because after travel I don't want to have additional vacation when I came in Russia. So I choose very important sightseeing. For example, if it's London, I want to the Parliament, to go Big Eye and other very famous like the British Museum. So I want to stay near these places because I want to go on foot, not using public transport and so on, and taxi because it's not cheaper. So I suppose both of them are very important for me, and plus budget and goals.
Okay, I see. Thank you, Vadim. You choose the person.
I want to choose question number 5 for Daria.
Okay.
Thank you. Have you ever considered the alternatives to hotel? As I told before, yes. Now, my last travel experience, I tried to. I found Airbnb stay when I could rent a room in a local apartment, and now it's more interesting to me to find another way for living, and not in a hotel. It's always very interesting.
Okay, that's good.
So I choose the question. Maybe question to Ivan again. And we have 3.
Yes, we have number 2 and number 4.
Number 2, number 4. Yeah, number 4. Question number 4 about accommodation.
I think yes, of course, because often I choose the convention for my living in vacation, because I think if you going to the vacation, you need to rest and you need to think about your convention, and I choose.
I'm sorry for interrupting. When you say convention, what do you mean?
Удобство.
Convenience.
Convenience. Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, thank you. Convention — это соглашение, да, получается?
Yeah, that's right. So because that's why I was puzzled a little bit. What do you mean exactly? Okay.
Okay. Convenience. Of course, if I going to the vacation, I choose the convenience in my hotel or in my flat, and it is not cheaper.
Okay, I see. So you have to pay for that, yeah? If you want something quality of high quality, you need to pay. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. Ivan, and the last question, question number 2, you can choose the person.
Maybe Vadim. Okay.
Okay.
What does the price demand on?
Depend on.
Depend. Okay. Sorry.
For me, it's mean price for
price for accommodation, yeah, for your stay, places of staying.
It depends on goal of my travel. If I need to meet with business persons, yes, of course, I go to Hilton and other chain hotels near from business center, business city, or near the airport. It depends on situation. But if I go with my family members, I'm looking for more appropriate location with local people, with children, and near from the very quiet places with forest or maybe the Mediterranean Sea and so on.
Okay, I see, I get you. Thank you. Guys, we have the last thing for us for tonight. It's called Ditch the Hotel, Some Cheaper Ways to Stay. It was a kind of your homework, but if you haven't prepared it yet, so it's not a big deal. I just want us all to think and to discuss what other ways except the hotel we can invent, I don't know, or can find just to stay somewhere. And I want to know your opinion about couch surfing. Have you ever heard about that?
Yes.
Yes? Georgi, can you tell us what it is exactly?
As I know, it's about something like Airbnb, but without money. You can find the family who invite you to their flat, but you need to invite somebody else to your flat.
Yeah, somebody in return. Yeah, you need to be ready for some guests as well.
Yes.
So have you ever tried something like that?
No, but I know that it was very popular and comfortable when it starts, but then some difficulties appear. I know people who had a bad experience with this.
Oh, really? So was it something criminal?
No, but they maybe it's about kind of criminal, because you can join some flat where you find the people who smoking.
Yeah, smoking something illegal. Yes, I understand what you mean. Okay, interesting. Ivan, what do you think about couch surfing?
It is not for me, I think.
Why not? What's the problem?
I like hotels.
You like hotels. Let's just imagine, not about you, but just something hypothetical. There is a person and he's short of money, run out of money actually, and so, but he needs to travel and he needs to stay somewhere. What way would you offer them, him or her?
Maybe low-end hotel. Maybe
Low-end hotel.
yes, maybe hostel.
Hostel.
Maybe Airbnb. Maybe.
Yeah, as a kind of option. Why not? Vadim, what do you think?
I'm looking for friends or friends of my friends.
Okay.
And because good company, good people, it's very important for me in foreign countries. Because I want to know about not only architecture and famous location, but also about traditions and local people.
Yeah, that's right. Or maybe, as you said in the beginning of our speaking club, monastery can be a good option. Why not? Yeah.
Yes, yes, it's very clean. It's not cheap, but
Not expensive.
there
It's
are
not
many.
expensive. Yeah.
Yes, yes, it's not expensive, and there are many very interesting people we can see in these places.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. Daria, what do you think? So maybe sleeping on the bench in the Central Park, is it an option?
On the bench?
Yeah.
Why not?
Maybe. Why not? But not.
Maybe carton box from the fridge.
Yeah.
There is a fridge. Yeah, you can sleep there.
maybe we can try it even once per our life.
Yeah, why not? One lifetime experience. Who knows? Why not? We need to try. We need to try everything, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And I could try, but I've never tried this before.
Why not? When it's summer and you are maybe a little bit, I don't know, drunk or something, why not? Why not drink? Why not sleeping on the bench? I don't know, really.
In
Okay.
a famous city? Sorry.
Yeah, that's it. Maybe if you travel with a big company, it can be an option. Like many people.
I think if you will sleep in bench in famous city, I think you will have many problems.
With police, you mean?
Sorry?
With the police?
For example, yes. But I think not only police.
Okay, some locals, yeah?
Yes, some locals, yes.
Would like to get to know you a little bit closer.
Some locals people, yes, who every day sleep in this bench.
That's right. Okay. Yeah, maybe you will occupy somebody's place.
Yes,
yes. Yeah,
yes.
we need to be careful. Okay,
In
so
Oslo,
my dear friends,
people in Oslo, some people sleep on the ground near the underground. It's a problem. That's
a
from
problem.
Syria.
Okay, it's just up to us to choose, yeah. But anyway, wherever you travel, you need to be careful. And if you choose some place to stay, you need to be sure that you will be safe and sound. Okay.
Yes.
So, my dear friends, I want to thank you very much for your positive, for your time, for your work, and I was really happy to meet new people and to find my old buddies. If you don't have any questions, then I would just wish you. Well, maybe you do have. Do you have any questions?
No.
No.
Thank you so much.
You are welcome, and hope to see you next time. I hope you will be our constant visitors.
Yeah.
For our newcomers.
Sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
see you next time, and have a good week.
See you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. See you. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.